half-hour Kay's Cooking new episode. Feature length of Kay's Cooking. Vanilla slice. She's made whatever a vanilla slice is before. I'm not sure why this one's half an hour. Like there's some kind of surprise involved. But like I said, I thought it would be funny if we just watched the whole thing without skipping, right? That would be pretty silly. Kay has glasses now? Has she always had glasses? I don't know.
Hi people. Oh, sorry. Hi people, and I'm back cooking.
You can leave. I literally just opened my shaker cup here, Holly. But stay mad, I guess. Do you need the glasses, Kay? Would you prefer to keep them on? I don't mind. Holly, it just made a thunk when I opened the thing. Very on edge day. Always the day of and the day after a groom. She's always like this. Just diva mode. I'll leave it a little open or something, Holly. God.
Again. And today, I'm going to be making some flaky pastry.
I love the variation between what the title of the video is and what she says she's making. Ah, yes, flaky pastry. Like, just generic, like...
As you can see, I've got all my ingredients here.
What made her say that?
Extra butter. I've got some...
Was she not sure what the end result was going to be?
I've got some sugar. In fact, I'm going to add...
Now, if there's one thing that I know Kay hates, it's pastry and making pastry. So...
the sugar.
These kids. Anyway, sorry, Kay, continue making the pastry that you hate so much.
See, very hot.
Water.
I've got some
she
water
has
in
water.
a jug to bind it all together.
I love how the captions
so I'm going to get my hands
trying.
in it. You've seen me make pastry.
She's making vanilla slice. It's like a cake.
Loads and loads of it.
Or something.
You've seen me make it loads and loads
but
of times.
She said flaky pastry.
But what's it matter? So yes, I'm going to get it
normally
done.
I'd skip this
get
part.
both hands in it. They both,
if you know what I mean.
Believe it or not, they're both working today.
Because we've seen her make pastry so many times, and she hates it, and it's always this grueling process. She said her hands are doing good today, though, which is great, because she usually has horrible arthritis, and she's like kneading the dough like, ah.
Show you the...
Unfortunate.
As you can see, I've got some... Well, I've done it.
Yeah, Redfall is...
Do you know, I'm going to have that as my catchphrase.
I've decided it's okay to be mean because it's like AAA game, you know? And like, I'm sure if you ask the developers of the game, like the people who actually sat down and made the game, I mean, and you said like, what is wrong with it? They'd be like, the whole thing's fucked or whatever, you know?
Yeah, that's
obviously
the people
who made the game know.
So I've just got to add water into it.
There's the higher ups probably who just
mix
like...
it round and... I don't like this, but this is the...
a little aside, I was listening to Jeff Grubb talk about it, and he was like, my working theory is that they started it before Microsoft took over. Microsoft came in, didn't like it, didn't want to like give any extra funding or anything like that to it, but wouldn't cancel it. And so they just like were forced to just keep going at it without any extra support or anything like that. And
this is the only bit of cooking that I hate, is having to bit more in. Well, I'll put it all in because there's not much left.
Does this stuff usually get water?
So I'm going to mix all that round.
I can't imagine.
And hopefully it all gathers together. Hey, it's good stuff, this
what,
orange
like
juice.
Baked
yes, I'm on orange
like
juice
this.
to help me with my hay fever.
Like if it's pastry, like does that usually get water? If it's like a cake, that doesn't. That gets a little water.
As
yeah,
you knew
it does. It gets
time,
water, not milk.
What time before? I can't remember, but I was really bad. It's not too bad today. It seems to have calmed down a little bit. I know I do.
She never seems to know the amount of water, though.
Got cold. It's hay fever.
A fever? Oh, hay fever.
But yes, so
I can't really hear what she's saying.
That's orange juice to help get rid. I've ditched the cola for the orange juice, and I've got a box of tissues outside of me just in case.
So you're sick? Like I'm so confused. Was it not hay fever? Did she actually have a fever? She's got orange juice to make her but like, are you sick making this?
I start sneezing again. And the recipe I had, it said to buy flaky pastry. Well, I don't mind making it, and I don't think there were enough water in there.
But anyway, you always mind making it. I'm sure minutes from now they say I fucking hate making pastry.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it.
Why did it just get shitty? There we
some
go.
of that flour and put it on there.
This is getting a little unbearable. Usually I'd skip this part.
I'm going to roll it out as far as I can. And then I'm going to put bits of butter in it.
Okay, so it's like a layer thing.
Now, I know last time I made this, I used lard. But on the recipe, it doesn't mention anything about lard.
Okay.
Now, I've got 2 lots of different butter here. I've got salted. No, I've got unsalted and normal butter.
This is...
Well, I don't know what's the difference between...
I usually skip.
I don't know what the taste is going to be.
Sometimes I get salted. Sometimes I've got unsalted. Okay. What's the recipe? Like...
So... Well, I'm just hoping it's going to taste nice.
Do I need to know what's in your fridge, or...
Put some more butter in it.
Okay, flattening out the layers of butter, layering it up.
Any of that Kerrygold. Was it Kerrygold I get? Or did they just have Kerrygold? I can't remember anyway, but they didn't have the butter I normally have. I don't have
We're so far past this being like a how-to.
I don't know anybody who can...
So we got butter. Is it salted or unsalted? Was it Kerrygold? I thought it called for lard, but it didn't say lard in the recipe. Like...
I don't care whether you're a millionaire or not. I can't see the point in shelling out something like £7 something for a pack when you can get...
Complaining about butter prices?
For about £4, something like that. Well, that's what I paid anyway.
She kicked the tripod too, even better.
More, I shall take it.
Making vanilla slice.
Then where will you be?
Even though she said at the beginning of the video, making flaky pastry.
But yeah, lots of you have not been sure about the camera kicking. It's me. It's not Lee. A lot of you think it's Lee, but it isn't. It's me.
People are blaming Lee for the camera kicking.
I am clumsy. Oops! Shut up, Lee. Don't know if you heard him shouting there. But I am very clumsy with my feet. Always have been and probably always will be. And as my legs are bent under the table, I sometimes stretch them out. And that kicks the camera.
The Welsh cat, thanks for the
follow.
follow.
Will you get over there? Why are you here still? Right. We'll fold it over once more.
I can only imagine that... Like, there's 15 more minutes of her just rolling out this dough. Because, like, I don't see how else this is filling half an hour. I've been showing my husband all your King Cobra videos because he mentioned him from another YouTuber. Our YouTube world collided. We've been getting lots of laughs from your old vids. Oh, nice. Yeah, I got a whole King Cobra playlist now set up on YouTube.
But it says you can make this with marge. But it says with butter, it'll taste a lot better. Now, I have noticed a difference
Zach's ranting, so I popped in here to chill. Oh, yeah, he gets on those things.
In the taste with butter and marge.
Fuck that guy.
I tried making something with butter.
No, just kidding.
No, I tried making something with marge. It tasted okay.
Okay.
And then I tried making something and made the same with butter, and I went, oh, now that's different. Now you can still see... Oh, well, I can anyway. Okay. Still see bits of butter.
What if I want to use some smart balance?
Shocking, which I've never made a secret
Then I'd be like, ooh.
Can you see me still? Yes. Kicking that camera, I've kicked it twice up to now.
Okay.
This pastry I'm making.
I get, she said she's having a good day with the arthritis, so I guess might as well make the most of it, right?
It says
might as well really just thoroughly enjoy the process.
Fridge. Well, actually, it said buy it already made, but because I know how to make flaky pastry, I decided to make it. It's all sticking to the table now. So, obviously, the excess that I thought was excess flour is now coming into play. It's all that butter. It's all that butter that's in it. That's what's making it stick together.
So true. Or maybe the splashes of water that you threw in there.
Hopefully. Now, I'm only giving it a rough
I think she also, when she was pouring the water, she was like, just to bind it all together.
Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get
the binding agent water.
Well, the lady said in the shop it was parchment paper. I think it's just normal baking paper. But then again, I do not know
what
the difference
is normal
between
baking paper
and baking paper.
If it's not parchment paper.
It's a whole
You're just throwing like printer paper in the oven, like.
So, why are you struggling, Kay? Why don't you just get some flour on your rolling pin?
So true.
So what I'm going to do now is, I think it's
had enough rolling out. She knows the comments that are about to come.
I'm going to pinch a spoon.
What technique?
I think that's roughly about half. Fold it over.
Roughly.
Shift that. Put that up there. Don't you touch my orange juice. I need that orange juice.
Okay. Right. Is the orange juice going into this, or are you just using it as a beverage?
It says to roll it out. That's my pen that I wrote the recipe down. It says roll it out into a rectangle. Now, if people don't know what a rectangular is, it's like a square but a lot longer.
Geometry with Kay's cooking. A rectangle is just one of those long squares.
With my parchment paper on it, and then put it in the fridge and leave it till tomorrow. What's that?
Well, we got little doodads stuck in there in the process. Maybe you didn't have a written recipe, a pen, a bottle of orange juice.
I've ever seen.
All on the table that you're working the dough on.
Let's roll this bit. In fact,
do you recall that from kindergarten?
Fold that bit over. Okay. Fold that bit over, and get some flour on the rolling pin.
Getting time out of this. Like, does she just film the oven while it's in there or something?
Roll
like,
it.
How do we get this to be half an hour?
There. Good stuff, that orange
juice. The kitchen's like alchemist study, like she's got so much
now
stuff.
That
yeah.
It's not a rectangle.
Her potions, her elixirs.
Right, as you can see, you probably can't see it. There we are. As you can see, I've rolled it out. Oh no, rolled it out. And the paper, I asked the lady for parchment paper. Is it parchment? Whatever. And she
asked the lady for parchment paper? Who's the lady?
Non-stick baking sheets.
Probably.
She says that's it. Non-stick baking sheets.
Probably the same thing.
Well, she says it's parchment paper. I say it's baking sheets. So if you know the difference,
looks like it's like store brand.
Without it being nasty, you can let me know.
As long as it's not like wax paper, I guess. Yeah, it looks like parchment paper.
And that paper is actually in sheet. Can you see? Put your glasses on, Kay. You might be able to see something.
Just leave the glasses on.
Oh, still bloody useless. Well, like I said, I need some new glasses.
She needs some new glasses? Oh my god.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the paper to the side. Get some scissors, Kay. To the size of the tin.
Either way. Right.
And then I'm going to put it in the fridge overnight. Now it does say
it's got to fit in the fridge.
on one of the trays, to... It just said to put one of the trays on top of the other to stop the bottom bit from rising. So I might do that overnight. Put the
Welsh catcher Dixon. Consider this payment for dollars of entertainment I've had from dollar retro reacts.
Thanks to Welsh Cat for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. No problem. No problem. Glad you enjoyed them.
Other trick, I'm going to make another one. As you told me, I cut it into, I think you saw mine anyway. I cut the paste.
I don't understand the bit about put one on top of the other so the bottom doesn't rise.
Into.
Maybe I just don't know what a vanilla slice is.
I'm just going to do exactly what you can see here. Put the, I'm going to put some more paper on it. I might put this on top of it to stop it from sticking to the other tray. So yeah, put some more parchment paper on it, and then put another tray on top of it, and then that one tomorrow will not rise, but the other one hopefully will. So well, that's it. All I can say is I'm putting that in the paper. I'm putting that in the fridge.
What is a vanilla slice?
I'm going to put some parchment paper over it and leave it overnight. Now, yes, I am doing this in stages, but when you get the ending bit, you will get the full one completed altogether, because Lee knows how to work a laptop and I don't.
Oh, nice.
So
Lee can work a laptop.
The start
now
of, well, you'll find out when it's done.
Okay, so this is a 2-day endeavor she's going on. I don't know what part of this would be like, oh, you want one to rise and not the other. You know, okay, whatever. Anyway, I don't know. Hey, Ford, the perfect.
And that is the other one done. Now, I know you're going to say, that's what you've shown us before. No,
Sadly, those are my fave pastry item ever. Never had a vanilla slice.
That is what I've shown you first, and that is what I'm showing you second. See?
Nice.
Difference in shape. That's a lot bigger and that's a lot smaller. So I'm going to put the parchment paper back on this one. And... hold on, I can't do this with one hand. I can't cover it up with one hand. So I'm going to put it down and then put them in the fridge.
Oh, this isn't the next day?
They've been in fridge all overnight.
Oh, now it's the next day.
And I'm going to put them in the oven until they turn slightly golden brown. Well, let's see what happens when they turn golden brown.
Let's see what happens.
Well, now my oven has warmed up, so now I'm going to put these in. The paper I had to make them, I've thrown it away like a dozy chuff I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in, and I'm going to keep checking every 5 minutes. Hopefully that one will rise a bit, and that one will not rise at all. But if it does, it doesn't really matter.
Has anyone heard of this? Where one rises and the other one doesn't? What is the point of that?
They'll be used. So yes, I'm going to put them in the oven. Like I said, I'm going to keep checking every 5 minutes.
Croissants?
And, well, we'll see what they turn out
Vanilla
like.
Slice.
Now we're getting on with the custard. That's the custard in the bowl.
Oh, a custard
and
packet?
And it said to add 2... No, it didn't. It says add 1 to 2 tablespoons of sugar. Well, that's 1.5. I don't want it too sweet.
You add sugar to the custard? Okay.
Then it says, you can't even see a bloody thing I'm doing. Hold on, let me position camera right. Right, now you can see it. And it says to mix it round. Now, I remember my mother doing this, and she had a wooden spoon like this. Should have kept
mixing the dries together.
Never mind, you forget, don't you? You can't always remember stuff. And then it says mix
Sometimes people forget things, yes.
with a little bit of milk.
No measurements?
Until smooth. Well, That didn't take long. Good, good. We're well up to now. Then it says the rest of the milk to put in a pan to let it boil. So that's what I'm going to do.
This is all new stuff to me. I've never heard of any of these things.
Is my milk in my
boiling some milk.
Milk in the pan. Now it does say to add.
Maybe this is just how you make custard.
Milk. Well, I don't like full fat milk.
It could be. I wouldn't know.
Well, it's too fat.
Maybe you're supposed to mix a little milk into the powder and then you put the rest in the pan to boil.
I mean, it's too full of flavour for me. So I use.
It's so out of focus. This with no context is very odd.
I use that one. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. I know my mother made hers with full fat milk.
Oh, is she using skim milk?
I don't know if it's going to make any difference. It shouldn't do. It should still thicken up.
I'm going to have soup.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Vanilla soup.
Can you see? I'm going to have that as my catchphrase. Kay, you've just kicked that camera now. You keep kicking it, girl, and I'm taking it off you. You're not the no more videos.
See, this would be a great opportunity for her to make some Stop Kicking the Tripod merch.
So, I mean,
no,
there's
instead
nothing
we
I
just
can
get
do
that
with
other
that.
stuff.
The only thing I can do is just let that.
I'm gonna throw up.
Let it boil.
In and out of focus, stirring hot milk.
But yeah, as you can see, the milk it's doing. It's steam coming off it very nicely. Oh, very nicely. But like I said, every 5 minutes I'm going to check on the pastry.
Why are we looking at the milk so closely?
Starting to rise, and the other one isn't. But that is exactly what I want.
There's little doodads floating in it.
And one not rising. Whether it rises all the way, because it's only starting to rise in one part. If it rises all the way, then that's brilliant. If it doesn't, well, it don't really matter, because I'm not really keen on too much pastry on my vanilla slice. I haven't had one for a while, but
what does this have to do with the milk?
Really enjoy this one. So, as I said, there's nothing I can do to the milk. Only thing I can do is sit here with my cup of coffee and I'll wait for it to boil. So,
and I have to wait with you?
Coffee. Right, the milk has boiled up, and it says to slowly mix. Oh, for God's sake!
What the fuck is this?
2 hands, Kay.
You put the boiling milk into this bowl? This plastic bowl?
So, splashing all over bloody show.
Oh, welcome on in, WiLLodavis. How you doing?
Hey, good stuff, that coffee. Oh, I can't talk. What, with orange juice yesterday and coffee
pouring
today?
Boiling milk into a plastic bowl.
Right, and it said to add back to the pan. So I'm not going to put it on the heat until... But it does say...
Add back to the pan?
Reduce heat.
What am I looking at?
So I'm going to turn down to number 4. And it says to keep stiggering.
Sorry?
Stiggering.
Being very vegan today, very nice.
No, stir in the milk. Well, it's custard now. It's classed as custard now. Until it goes thick.
Temper the eggs with a bit of hot milk. I don't know anything about that.
I don't know if you saw it. Anyway, I'm stirring the custard in. For God's sakes. I'm stirring the custard in. Well, the custard is stirring. I hope you saw that, what I'd been doing.
I didn't see shit.
Because I only got... Mind you, I didn't have it focused on the bowl.
Didn't see a single fucking thing.
So, yeah, now I'm just... I can feel the sugar starting to dissolve.
You can feel that sugar dissolving?
There. Just there.
You can sense it?
Just there. Just...
We need to get Lee back involved in these videos.
I'm going to stir it until all that sugar is... I think I should have put 2 tablespoons in.
Oh my God.
Throwing some on the cooker.
Wouldn't be a Kay's video without just some shit burning on the side of the pot. You're just gonna let that sizzle?
This isn't getting any thicker, and I think I've
okay.
I think I've turned it down too soon.
Oh, it's thickening up. Take that, haters. That's the worst part about Kay's Cooking's videos, is that, like, it always, for some reason, comes out, like, fine in the end. Like, for whatever reason.
I can't feel it
As
anymore.
many wrong steps, always like, oh yeah, that looks alright, I guess. Like, it's the process that's the horrific part.
Where is it? With my papers. Flaky pastry, done that, yes.
Kay and empath sensing the sugars dissolving.
Custard done. I mean, that's the pastry done. yeah, it's bubbling now.
Okay. And then we're just gonna sit here and watch.
Don't say anything about leaving it
Trust
on
the
there.
process. I don't, because the Kay's process is often very unsanitary. The hell was that? What are these? With this spell she's casting on it?
Keep whisking it. Well, whisking it, stirring it.
Oh my god! I just realized this thing isn't flush to the corner here. What the hell? Sorry.
No, that's still a bit. I think I put too much milk in there.
That is very milky.
It doesn't say how long to whisk it for or to stir it for. Until thick.
I'm always afraid if I did videos, they'd be this way.
It says until thick.
Until thick.
That don't look thick to me.
Well, then keep going.
I really don't.
I think she just used a mix.
Do not leave.
Whatever, some basic custard
unattended,
mix.
as it'll burn the bottom of the pan. Well, I know that.
Hello,
That's what I've
Wolfden. The
already
curd on
done.
the side of the pot new, or so it was just hot milk in the pot, and then there was a plastic bowl of custard mix powder with just a little bit of milk in it. Once the milk was boiling in the pot, she poured it into the plastic bowl. In that process, just dribbled all down the side, and now it's just formed a nice crust on the side of the pot there, and then immediately transferred that back into the pot. And then this is where it fell out a little bit and is just continuing to burn. How are you doing today, Bob? I liked your video today. Very nice sponsor segment to prove that you're a fucking nerd. That was cool. It was cool.
And stir until.
Yeah, no problem. You probably weren't the only one with
Ain't getting
questions.
no bloody thicker though, is it?
Maybe if you measured,
I'm gonna
it
leave
would
it.
have gotten a little thicker.
No, number one.
How are we supposed to put this between the layers of pastry now? If it's gonna be soup.
When my mother did it, it thickened up.
It's goddamn vanilla chowder.
So I'm gonna have another drink of coffee.
A little coffee break? Okay, I'll be here, I guess. I guess I'll wait here.
I'm gonna
You think it's my fault it didn't work? Maybe if it was soy milk.
Pastry. So let's see how it goes. As you can see, they are baked.
That's pizza crust.
I'm not supposed to be there. That's my cup of coffee. And I don't know if
Maybe
you can
Kay
see,
knows who dumped 300 to 400 pounds
of there.
pasta in
So
Old Bridge, New
I'm
Jersey.
hoping that I can just cut that bit
Bean
off
pals.
and use that as the vanilla slice. Custard wasn't being my friend.
Fuck! The custard wasn't being my friend, so what'd you do? Kill it? Yeah, she does know how to cut the cake. Or I don't know, maybe her son does. The custard wasn't being my friend, so I poured powdered bleach into it? Like, what happened? What'd you do?
And so I thought, well, leave it on its own.
Oh my god, that shit's scrambled!
And now look.
Oh my god.
It's done it. So I'm going to cut a piece of...
What'd that sound like?
that off. And put it on a plate. And then I'm going to show you about me. Show you about putting the icing on.
Imagine the smell.
Right, as you can see, I've cut a piece off.
I can't see anything. What is that?
I think Matt need a spoon for
Did you cut off a piece of the pastry or a piece of the custard? Because that's a solid now.
Scenario, because I don't really know what I'm doing here.
What is this? A piece of flesh? Like...
So let's have a go.
It's like that rice experiment. She just spoke insults to it until it turned bad.
Let's get some.
Didn't want to be my friend.
Custard,
so
not
I
too
started
much.
cursing it out. I could see her individual skin cells were so close.
Push it too far down. Oh, I think that might be a bit too much custard. What are you doing, Kay? Oh, I told you.
No, it's going to be too spicy.
Oh, no,
too much custard.
Please don't go over the sides.
Can't have it.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it does go over the sides.
It's too strong.
I don't want it to go over the sides. Right. Done. Yeah, done. That is a little bit of custard. I'm not putting a lot on it. And
Dr. Pimple Popper, anybody? Huh?
And the bit that was risen.
Kind of similar. He is risen.
Well, it broke off, so that's one part.
Do you not just make... She had two sides of the pastry and a bunch of custard. Would you not just put the whole thing down and make it a big sandwich and then cut it up?
And I'm not sure which is the other bloody part of it. And put that there.
Okay.
And put that...
Oh, it
there.
broke up. Okay.
Now, yes, it should have been all in one. And then, for the icing...
That's what's up, tubes. There's
which
icing?
I'm not keen on. Can you see what I'm doing? Cause
I can't see shit. I see one grain of custard.
Right, so I've got my icing.
Custard dust.
Yeah.
Where'd this icing
come
from? What the fuck is that? Homemade? What is that?
That's the icing, right?
What is that? That's
so
from a fucking caulk gun. Where did we get this?
There. In fact, we'll leave that one.
What brand icing? Fucking middle, Elmer's? Yeah? Like.
And we'll leave that with icing because, like I said, I don't like a lot of icing. So that is the equivalent.
Okay.
There's not much custard in that. Oh, God, you can't bloody see.
I can't see a fucking thing.
Hold on, stop a minute. That is a...
Now, please, can we get a Lee taste test?
Vanilla slice.
He's gonna be like, can't taste it. Can't taste the custard.
There's not much
just tastes like pastry.
custard in it, but it's a vanilla slice.
Okay.
Well, it's been a hard thing to make, and it's took a lot of time. So, as you can see, that is the vanilla slice. It needs a bit more custard, but I didn't put enough in, so I didn't...
What do you mean get more? You got a whole pot full. It's not getting fucking judged on Food Network. Go back and get more.
I'm going to put too much in.
Prison
so
food,
let's get on with the taste test. You think it's okay?
And... Oh, no Lee? Come on. I didn't like that. I didn't like how it went up at the end. Oh, what is that? Nice little tea? Little coffee?
Believe it or not, that is lovely. That is really... I know I didn't bite into the icing.
Yeah, give it to Charles. Isn't it King Day or whatever?
I preferred it without the icing on, but...
Why did you... If it's for you, and you don't like the icing, you just did it for us as a little example?
It's not
like,
vanilla slice without the icing on.
Who's this for? She doesn't even like pastry.
That tastes gorgeous. The pastry is fantastic. The custard taste is fantastic. What else can I say? I didn't want to make it because I knew all the preparation it took into it.
You didn't want to make it. Who's forcing you to do it? How's it going, Cigar?
But yeah. You are kicking that camera. What's happened? I lost half my head.
Okay.
Right, so there's going to be a link in the description to my merchandise.
You know what? In spirit of me not skipping anything in this video, let's go ahead and let her get out the outro.
If you like what you see, please keep viewing me. If you want to leave a comment... No, if you want to give me a thumbs up, please do. If you want to leave a comment or a recipe, please feel free, the more the merrier. And if you haven't subscribed or you know someone who hasn't subscribed, get them subscribing. Get yourself subscribing. Get everybody subscribing.
Get
Thank
subscribing. Having had a stressful day, seeing a notification that Kay has made vanilla slice brought happiness to my life. Oh, wow. Now, I'm tempted to go look at her previous videos of making vanilla slice, but I don't know. I don't know if I should right now. This may be Kay's magnum opus. She had us going with the custard, but she came through in the end. Absolute masterpiece. Oh my god. Well, maybe a quick glance before we get over to Big Lee. Kay's cooking vanilla slice. She's done it at least one time before. Vanilla slice my way. Yeah, I guess 6 years ago. Holy. 30 minutes long and for what? Yeah. To make some pastry and custard.
Oh, and I'm back cooking.
This one's 18 minutes.
And today,
I'm going to do... Oh, look. Oh, she just picked it up from the store because there's no fucking difference. And there's it's still a 20-minute video somehow with the store bought
pastry. My light's gone. My light's gone. The bottom of the pan. Oh.
Sorry?
Little bit at a time.
The context of that was not great.
Milk in it. Before it burns the bottom of the pan. Oh. Little bit at a time. Stir it.
Okay.
I've just been informed that
Is this the custard?
my son says it looks darker on camera than what it does what I'm doing. This ain't gonna thicken up.
Is it curry flavored? Like,
I need to put some more sugar and custard in.
okay, let's see. Let's see.
I'm gonna take that off.
Why is there goop on the spoon?
As you can see, my pastry is risen, which means I've got to cut.
God, she really lost her voice. She gets that like yearly respiratory infection.
And, well, I've got to take the top off to put the filling in, and then put it back on top. I tell you, everything's gone heads upwards here. I'm going back. I've had it. I do actually think there's quite a lot too much water.
Is she trying to stir butter into water?
I am going to tip some away.
Take a little take a little of the water out of that butter water. Too much water in my butter water.
Doing this, do you?
Who?
Delia's made that Coke, you don't know it. Right, I'm going to put some more ice and sugar in.
Okay, she's making
Please
icing.
be enough. The custard is never going to set. Not tonight anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put... I don't know.
This custard didn't even come close to setting.
Get off, dog.
Oh, go on, go on.
Good boy. No, come off, Izzy.
You sure this isn't just bile?
It is a bit, it's got a thick cut. I don't know if...
Okay. A couple minutes of just drizzling that on. It's going very slow.
That's not right, is it, that bit? That's not how it goes on, is it?
I hope Lee does the taste test for this one.
That's it.
Okay. Oh. Perfect. Toaster strudel who?
Because it's liable to...
Pop-Tart who? Perfect. Just dump it on! Just dump it on, spread it out. Okay! It's been minutes. It's been minutes.
My way.
Okay. That's quite a slice.
Now Lee's going to do his taste test. Come on.
Why is it broken into little bits? Lee.
Well, you know what they say, start at the beginning.
Okay.
Oh, you eat like a pig.
Is it too spicy?
It doesn't taste like a vanilla slice. The icing tastes like a vanilla. And there's pastry. Obviously you can taste pastry. But you can't taste the...
Can't taste the custard.
Can't taste it at all.
Oh, because there's not enough in it.
But like I said, apart from that is nice, you just can't taste
Again, not
custard
enough
at all.
custard, but she won't put more. Okay, she looked very disappointed. That's why she started doing her own taste tests, I guess. So she could be like, oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I was right. Big Lee's video is, well, this was nice. Okay.